Good afternoon, students. Up to last class we have discussed carbohydrates. Now today we will discuss two portions. Number one fat and second one is the proteins. Fats. As you know well, fat is a person who is fat, obese. We say it. He is obese person. There is too much fats, right? So fat is the richest source of the energy. As we have discussed, carbohydrates source of energy, but the maximum energy is stored in body in the form of fats. So fat is the richest source of the energy. When it digested, it broken down, it released too large amount of the energy in comparison to the carbohydrates and other food materials. That's why fat is stored in our body for future use. Because fat is stored in our body for future use, that's why it is also known as energy bank of our body. Right? What are the functions of the fat? Number one function, most common function is the fat is stored in the form of energy. Right? Energy is stored in the form of fat. Right? Second one, it is also act as a shock absorber layer. In our body, there are a number of the delicate organs, soft organs, which can damage by jerk. To prevent from the jerk, from the shock, the fat act as a shock absorber. Just like shockers are installed in our vehicles, the fats are also act as a shock absorber layer. Fat also keep our body warm, insulated, heat insulated. Just below the skin there is a layer of the fat, and fat prevent the loss of body heat to outside. That's why during winter season we get suffered from too much cold. You know, when there are a number of the cold animals which live into the cold climate, they are fatty. They having thick skin. Just they having a thick layer of the fat below the skin. We have seen that the blubber, this thick skin is known as blubber. Blubber is present in case of whale, seal, elephants. Got it? So it acts as a heat insulating layer, keep us warm, and it also fat is also required for absorption of certain vitamins in our body. You know, when we will discuss in higher classes that the fat, a number of the animals, a number of the vitamins can dissolve into the fats, like the oil. Oil is also fat. So the vitamins get dissolved. There are two kinds of the vitamins. Number one, water soluble vitamin. Second one, fat soluble vitamin. Vitamin which can dissolve into the fats. Fat soluble vitamin can dissolve into the fat and absorb in our body. Next one, there are sources of the fats. What are the sources of the fats? Fats having both kind of the sources, animal sources as well as plant sources. Plant sources, oil, groundnut, sunflower, coconut, mustard, olive oil. Groundnut, sunflower, coconut, mustard and olive oil. And animal sources, milk products, ghee, butter, cheese. So these are the examples of the animal fat. Now along with these milk products, there are some other sources of the animals for non-vegetarian persons. Non-vegetarian persons, meat, fish, egg. Egg, yellow part, egg yolk. Egg yolk is the good source of the animal fat. Right? So meat, fish and egg yolk. And nuts, dry fruits are also good source of the fats. About an adult person, average 75 gram of fat it need per day to get energy. What are the adverse effect of excessive using of the fat? Obesity, मोटे हो जाएंगे, obesity, and then the fat get deposited in the blood vessels. Fat can deposited in the blood vessels, in the wall of the blood vessels, and causing blockage them. It causes a number of the heart problems, right, and put our heart at risk. Deficiency of fat result into the tiredness, weakness, weight loss of the body, and skin become glossy, rough and dry. In the absence, deficiency of the fat, skin become rough and dry. Got it? Now look, proteins. Proteins are known as body building food. Body building food because our body muscles, our new cells, nails, hair, these are made up of the proteins. That's why proteins are known as body building food. Protein is essential for growth of our body. It also essential for repairing of the body cells, body tissues, and replacing the old one and dead cells and dead tissues. Protein is also important for number one, growth of our body. Second one, repairing and replacing the old tissues and cells. Got it? Now, sources of the proteins. What are the sources of proteins? There are both animal sources as well as plant sources. Number one, plant sources of the proteins. Pulses, soybean, peanuts, almonds, walnuts. These are the plant sources of the protein. Now, animal sources, meat, egg white, fish, eggs and milk. Milk is a complete diet because it contains all the kind of the nutrients, right? That's why milk is known as complete diet. That's why a newborn baby feed upon the milk only. Why it is feed upon the milk only? Because milk contains all kind of the nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, all the contents. Right? Now, protein required in our body in per day amount about the 50 to 60 gram per day. How much amount? 50 to 60 gram per day. A growing child need more amount of the proteins, but we need protein but for only maintenance of our body. Right? Deficiency of protein in children causes stunted growth. Stunted growth, they will short in height. Stunted growth, their growth will stop, and mental retardation. In case of the adults, deficiency results in the dry and rough hair, discoloration of the hair, premature graying and falling of the hairs, unhealthy skin and other problems.